I'm so sorry. I gotta make one switch. I don't know what caused this. This should not be how it looks. Hold up. I'm sorry about this. I don't know what caused this. This is not how I do this. That's better. Anyway, this is Outlaw 370, and sorry about what just happened. Said that is another complaint I got about this game. It does do a lot. So anyway, we're back with Darth Vader, and what I'm doing is I'm simply going over into the colony world to get something like it's a little trick I've learned makes you a lot of money, especially if you got a lot of characters. And I will probably check these guys again. Simply as I may not take him away from here or Caitlin or even Sarah at the moment. That simply is a bit. You know what? I forgot what I was saying. Simply,
we have identified.
I'm checking something actually. I don't know if he has it. Well, really, it's not that far to DS9. I could actually go to DS9 sell stuff, come back to this later against. Well, technically, he could actually do it because he's got transwarp abilities. He could simply transwarp back there. I already said that because at least one of my people don't. So anyway, I'm en route to the Januar colony at the moment, and that simply is the place to do this at. And simply as I think it could do this once every few hours or something like that. I know where to check, slash away and game to check. And now keep in mind, I think it's Caitlin. I think she can move a lot faster doing this, which is actually a blessing because she's the one I know the colony world ain't fixed up that much, so keep that in mind. So anyway, I do get to talk to this fleet after I before too much longer. Simply is I'd probably be deleting this guy and going with a new character in KDF, and it simply is I do like the fleet, so I like to be still a member of it. Simply as I need to make a, like I said, I kind of want to switch this guy around because I do either want to. I do want to keep my. I do want to keep my DC kind of theme going, which is, of course, I've got all the TV series DC kind of names, so I'm going with those. Now, I did think when I did my toss, I could maybe, I think I'm keeping Oliver though for that, but I could even do possibly Ray Palmer. But that, I'm trying to avoid that though, because that would be two. That's simply why I may be getting rid of Cisco is because I'm trying to avoid two from the same show, which that would be. Now, technically, this does not include, of course, my KDF, because my KDF is going to be someone that's from one of those shows. It's either going to be, again, Malcolm Merlin, Damien Dark. I'm really looking at Damien Dark for it, but, or Laurel Lance. That simply is, do one kind of a big villain after a lot. No spoilers here, but Laurel is definitely qualifies for this. At least Laurel from the Earth 2 on here, I'd make it, when it'd be Earth 2, it'd be like Mirror Universe Laurel. That she came through and now she's working with KDF. If I did that. And simply watching Discovery may know, we know there are been some humans working with maybe KDF. Oh wait, no, they weren't. Never mind. Never mind. No, they weren't. They're. I forgot what happened. No spoilers. If you haven't seen it, well, it's not bad. I mean, Discovery's not bad. I'm not saying it's great, but it's not bad. It's not too bad, but it's not the best Star Trek. I mean, there's been a few things I could do without, or simply is. They've been doing something. And there's an abandoned ship. What those are is simply R&D material, so people don't know. Perhaps you're new to the game, especially console players who. This is what's true for me. I did not have a PC. This is how I got into Star Trek Online, was through this game, this type of gameplay. From when it came on console, that's when I heard it at E3, the year was announced that it was coming to PS4. It was just epic. I deafened a few ears when I heard it because I was how excited I was. Sadly, I did miss out on one giveaway promotion because I did not know about it. Sadly, it simply was when this first launched. There was kind of a delay when it first launched on loading, and when my stuff downloads, seems like it takes forever to download sometimes. So I did miss out on that. That was simply during the TOS. I think it was a TOS anniversary. So many years of Star Trek, 50 or whatever it was. There was a big giveaway. They were giving out the TOS uniforms, and I simply missed out on that. Of course, with this account, I missed out on a lot of them. This PS Network account. This is the one that, of course, this is my favorite account I've been hoping to have since I got a PS4. And that I had a lot of stuff on Grand Theft Auto Online with this account, and sadly I lost it because I didn't get the account back until after the character transfers, which upsetting. And I missed most of all was I did have a buzzer, the tax shopper, as you know, those ain't cheap, so in game. Because I don't try to buy like cards or stuff. I try to do stuff, and there's ways on that game too. I got PlayStation Plus again. I may showcase that, and a working controller, which I am looking into. Simply as R2. That's why they're raising my gun won't fire on Star Trek on. Because there is something going on right now on Grand Theft. There's that double action revolver, and it simply is. I'd like to showcase, because where you first get the mission at, and I believe those two parts where the gun's actually at, there simply is. There's different locations, and one of those I have not been able to figure out. So if I could broadcast to get that one, maybe see where it's at. That's simply one over. I think it's over at the lighthouse area, or down from there at the fish hatchery area. Kind of find that, and that was kind of weird because I'm usually able to find those. I found some interesting spots on the game as well, which I wouldn't mind showcasing because I did not even know they were in the game until I got those. So hopefully I'm closing in on the colony. Yes, we are. And this, of course, is first iteration space. You can't go beyond that. As you know, first iteration spaces. Do you see those, like, they look like kind of to me, they look like floating Rubik's cubes in space. That's what they remind me of. Those, like, and toss when they dealt with the first iteration, of course. So this one I'm doing is simply going right now. It's going to the colony to get my stuff that I can use, and this does help me build up my energy credits. I shouldn't probably don't know what technically this one, but this guy won't be around much longer, as this guy just simply is not my KDF. I started with this guy for a look cool, but I thought of something since I have a thing seems to going on this account, so I do got to get close enough to get Record Dock. Yes, going to cloak. Of course, that's one reason I kind of like the Bird of Prey, because it's one of the few. I think it's maybe one only KDF classes that has once you get to higher, I believe they do have a battle cloak. I remember right. So not you, but this guy over here. I have to come back to this person when I'm coming back by, checking on something. Simply is. Let's see, do we have a lot of these? Yeah, we do. We do. Well, good. Let's hope this planet was like that one. Simply is. It should go a lot faster. Now, simply is he won't move as fast. Now, I do have technically Oliver. I could check on that later and see if he can't get into a fleet. I've been trying to avoid it though, only simply is Oliver is not going to be sticking around. Don't really want to do that to a fleet, just to get money credits. Simply do this each day, so do what I'm about to do. Keep doing this, it does add up quickly, the funds. After all 3 people doing this, that's 900,000 credits. What I'm doing. So I gotta look again. Oh, it's not that much further. No, so there is one. I wish it could go this fast, but simply it won't because that fleet has not built up hasn't did work on the colony. Got a friend that's actually part of the command structure over there, but for whatever reason does not have the permissions to set up these projects. Well, which they thought was weird, except they mentioned something about they started. When they were first doing it, they did. Now, I have here, there is a trick to these. I don't know if it works very well on some, but it does seem to on one. Simply is using touchpad on this instead of the sticks. The stick board. I don't know if it works very well. It seems to have some, but I don't know about the lithium. They seem to get pretty good scores on, or sometimes. I'm still getting kind of used to this one. Don't see this one very often, except here. A few missions through the Lucari, we have it. Those are featured episodes when you were lower ranked, any rank. So, it looks like I'm going to do this at least one more time, so score ain't very decent. Maybe not, we'll see. Nope, do have to do it. At least should be the only time, because it is 200. Sometimes I can get these off the first one. So once I get done here, I have to go to DS9. Simply is that's a place that's close to here that I know it's got a bank and all that nice stuff. I don't think yet with this guy where I could do it. And that simply is calling in a trade freighter. Do have that, I believe, both, at least Sarah has. I don't know about Caitlin, but I think Sarah has that. At least I hope you could transfer. Sometimes I have had trouble with that putting stuff in the banks, actually. Through that. Don't really know what the score is. Okay. So, hopefully I could just jump over there. Now I got 2 options. I don't think...
Need something? I can clear you for transport.
No. I thought I might have, don't side-to-side transport, but they don't. Don't know why, but they don't. Be a nice convenience to have here. Or another one being we have very limited use of them, then it simply is they only work on Rise, and that simply is the floaters and surfboards you got or power boards you got on Rise. It'd be nice if they allowed you to use them on a place like this. Now, sadly, luckily on the one that will take the longest to do on this simply is that's the colony I'm talking about that don't have much to it. Luckily, I got those frosted boots, which do allow you to go much faster. even on the, I noticed on the lithium mining, they work. So keep, if you got those, keep that in mind if you do dilithium mining. So I wanted to talk to her real fast again. I think this is so simply as every hour could be coming. I may have to do that because I kind of need this money. So it is. It's an hour. So simply is. It does take a little longer. Once I'm done, then I could go do that. So I do plan on being on in about another hour. Plus still plan on being on till at least probably about 1 Pacific. Maybe a little later, we will see. Simply is trying to build my fun. And there it is.
Interesting to see SDOPS3 emoji smiling face with open mouth.
This is, of course, God, lost my train of thought. Sadly, oh, I know what it was. Though, so sometimes I do notice that she hit like it looks like an invisible wall. Simply as hit something that bounces you back on here. Not very often, but it does happen. There was some of this was in one thing. I'm glad this Connie has this. Okay. And sadly, I think it's luxury is the last one. That's the one that takes, maybe sometimes takes me 3 attempts to do, because simply is don't get a lot off that one. That one's one of the harder ones to pull off. Kind of like the anniversary, getting all those cluster things on there. Maybe that's the event that had those in there. And again, I'm hoping they have an anniversary again. I'm hoping they're giving away. Hope they do a cruiser, or they do. Simply is, I'll get to see a cruiser. Or they did have one, I think, but sadly is, I was when I first did Wonder Wonderland, didn't know how to do it right. So I didn't get my ship on that one. That was on, of course, the other accounts, not this account. On another account, not this one. So going over to, I believe it's this one. There's 3 spots for it, huh? Oh, I think there's one over there, actually. For this, I believe that's the one. And it's nice, this water ain't that deep. And I said, it'd be really nice to use your power board here. Power boards or floaters on this part. And actually, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking I do still need to get that on this account for someone. Probably be Sarah, though. She'll be the one I'm mainly working with now. I gotta find these. There's one. So once I'm done with this part, I'll be switching to my next person to do the same thing. Then after that, the other person, then I'll be actually playing for a while. That's what I got someone I've been working with, and simply is I gotta get them up to where Sarah's at, and because I haven't did those showcase or those type of missions, I guess. So this is kind of a walkthrough. Like, now we'll be doing toss at, but no, probably not today. So do plan on switching out to Oliver, and that simply is like in Oliver on here. Simply is it's easier to get his look. It tried Cisco, but it don't work to his look, don't pattern. And that simply is do. Here's I was thinking Cisco or Ray Palmer was simply going for that engineer. which of course is better suited for those. Could maybe thinking about it, could even do possibly publicity for a toss. Because I would qualify as tech basically for an engineer. And with Caitlin, I think I got her on one look at the moment, but I could switch to her other look, because I do got 2 looks on her. I do got 2 different outfits, and they were planned accordingly to the character. How she is now on the show. So that's close as I could get her anyway on the second out part. Wasn't easy. I have worked. Also, of course, work. That's why it keeps her. I know I got a fleet uniform I'll probably go wear, but simply as it keeps her and what she's got on for a reason. This simply matches her. Kind of, well, got the color pattern all right for it. Took a little work on that. I hate that one. So anyway, that was him. Now I gotta switch to my next person. Which is, of course, Caitlin. She's probably... Oh, man, she's there. Oh, great. Well, actually, she looks like she's got the Killer Frost look on. That's the one I was going for, actually. I could switch to Caitlin. Or her, Caitlin Lynn. So this may take a little long. Or actually, yeah, it'd take about the same. I know for a fact she can't transport there, sadly, because this is the one fleet that don't work on that stuff. But I could transport to somewhere else. Be closer. A lot closer. Could do that. Simply
Welcome to Josana.
Quiet.
Welcome to
Man, Sally, man. Next, but the one to double tap there. So I don't want to do the fleet stuff, but I do want to kind of. Is this the one that put me over by Vulcan? I think it does. Simply is. That'll get me close, a little closer to where I'm at now. Less travel time than one. It simply is what Sarah may go faster anyway, because she should have a faster ship. It's got some faster engines. So simply she's a little higher in rank, so make sure to do that. So you gotta be careful here. Let's go turn that direction to go.
This mission briefing is classified.
Yes, Jordy, I know it is. And for those who have played this, well, yeah, Jordy LaForge is now in the game and takes over for Admiral Quinn for a few missions. That's your contact information. And thankfully, he's also, with a Galaxy class, does get involved in that. I think it's a diplomatic order mission now. To fight that on Dean's ship, which is pretty nice to have.
The Lucari call this system home.
Galaxy
Some
class.
of our neighbors, like the Deferi and the Denobulans, have been most welcoming. Others, like the Nakul and the Zenkathi, have been somewhat cold and distant, even hostile.
So what I'm going to do simply is, well, I'm not going to stop the broadcast. I want to check something real fast. So while it's traveling, got time to do this real fast. Oh, okay. So this is, of course, PS4, which I was excited to hear this particular game was coming to this system. When it came to this system.
the desperate men and women of the True Way have turned to one of the Federation's greatest foes in an attempt to hold sway over Cardassia Prime. Starfleet must infiltrate into the heart of the New Dominion and douse the flames of war before they consume the entire quadrant.
That's weird. I thought sure I went over here with this character. So I gotta check something. Does she have it? Oh no. Don't tell me I was doing that. She don't. Oh no. I thought I got those for her. But sure I got the boots for her. That was my one account. I never got there with her. And Gypsy, that's of course named after Cisco's lady friend. Let me check something. I don't think I'd be here though, but nope, only a weekend and that. So I don't think it would be with dilithium, but I can check. Simply as I thought I got this. And of course it ain't here. So I must have not. But sure I got the frosted boots with this character. And I was working on it, which is weird. I don't, unless they're in my inventory, unless I don't realize it. I didn't see them though. Yeah, I don't see them here. Really do think I could have them, but I don't see them at all. It's so weird. No, I got them on the other account, the Outlaw account. Must have forgot to do it on this one, which I was hoping to do. Oh well, always next year. And sad, 'cause this is the course, the Bloody Colony, that takes a little while longer. Simply as this, we have this for the no. I haven't started. Nope, I haven't started work on this at all. And sadly, as I looked, a friend of mine did ask them about this, but simply as they're not getting it, don't look like there's been any changes. Since the last time I checked, that's just sad.
After we established contact with the Federation, we learned that a number of their members dwell within this sector of space. Their president, in fact, hails from the Saria system. In spite of these facts, a large part of the sector remains unexplored to this day.
Simply as been a while since I've
Our first contact with another
hear
species
from
came
the
not from the
fleet
Federation, but
admiral
from this sector,
on that fleet.
Ferenginar, to be precise. While the Ferengi have not always been the best of neighbors,
hope
they
they're
have
okay, but
provided
again,
us
it's
with
been a
valuable
while since
data on
anyone's heard
this
from
sector,
them.
for a price, of course.
My friends, of course, really worry 'cause they got pretty close through this. So again, what I'm working on, why I'm doing this, is simply as there's a raffle in my Ceres fleet I want to become a part of. Getting on that, 'cause there are a couple of T6 ships that are given away, and there's definitely one I would love to win on that, and that is, well, either one of those T6s, but I would like the choice, which is it's a Lobby ship of my choice, which I would love to get, because there is one particular Lobby ship I want. That's simply the NX Enterprise. So I would love to have that one. Of course, it's 900 Lobby normally, and that just simply takes a long time to get, and you're on limited budget. Of course, there is the same trick I'm using here is another way to build up funds for let's say lockbox keys. Those usually sell for about a few million over on must be getting close to calling us Federation's first Federation space. It simply is. They do sell for a lot on the exchange, but at least they do sell them there. Unlike Neverwinter, you can't, as far as I know, you can't buy lockbox keys on it. And it's also harder to come by the currency, if I remember right, on Neverwinter, that you use for the stuff like that.
Very little on this sector is known to us or our allies. We have recently established contact with the sector's most prominent inhabitants, the First Federation. They
I was
are
worried
somewhat
she didn't have the boots
enigmatic,
when I first
encouraging,
started hearing this.
especially where Tranya is concerned.
I thought I didn't hear before. Oh, I know what I do. I think I know what I do. I think I got it on one of Allison's, my outlaw accounts, other characters. So I do have to, of course, also, once I get these keys, or raffle tickets, simply look at the, simply is looking at the, oh, dot beam, but simply looking at the, God, I never did this first, simply being back to the ship, otherwise I'm not going to be by where I need to be when I get back, come back here. And then this particular colony, so we'll put on my other outfit. This, of course, is, wish I could really showcase, but can't. It's simply can't look at your person from other directions. So there's my other Caitlin, my other Kill Frost. This was for the Christmas. This is my regular one for her. So I'm putting on my Caitlin uniform, which of course she is in science. I forget if I made her human or I think I made her. Let me check on some. Don't really know. Nope, I did alien. I thought I did. I actually thought I did true. But must have did I might have did alien for certain ability, which was might be. If I did, it would be here. Didn't? Yeah, got just. What the hell? Oh, that's for a Klingon ice fishing. What? Wait, what was the? Let's check the city. I'm sure those are there because they're on R2 and R1. I wonder why those would be there as well. So sadly, like I said, this will take a little longer on this colony. I know on this. Oh, I think you'll always only see one on this, two on this one. These two are over near each other. I mean, this one part maybe not so much because this one's about the same distance to it, where it's at. It's the other two that take a little while longer because they're not right by the spot. I believe, luckily Sarah, I hope anyway. I'm not sure. I shouldn't say on Sarah's because Sarah's been in a couple of fleets. Simply was in another fleet, but there was a lot of problems in that fleet, so I left. Got involved in another fleet, and moments after I joined, there seemed to be internal conflict, so I left that one. Didn't like what was going on there. Simply is, I'm not into all that drama and stuff on game. Don't want to deal with all that. I'm not here for drama. If I want drama, there's real life to deal with. This is only on the federal from Green Arrow, and simply is. The two that's more suited for engineer. I think its Felicity would be closer to an engineer than Oliver. Dig, he's not really. He's more he'd definitely be tactical. Sorry, that's going on again. That happened earlier too. I don't know what's going on. Our weather is not bad. Usually, only happens with bad weather. Oh, that affect my score too when it pop up. So I don't have to do this more than twice. I may have to. I don't know. Also hope something in the mail. I don't know if it's gonna be here today or tomorrow, and simply something I gotta get done to get my funding. Hopefully it gets in here today. Little mess up on that. Trying to take care of it last week. It simply is miscommunication or something led to not being dealt with already. That was on the other end's part. Again, I've noticed it on this game too, so really am looking into getting another controller. Actually, I'm noticing on Sims as well. Really do need to get another controller, simply as I'm tired of this double X click this one seems to do on me. And sadly, I do have one other controller, but sadly that one's direction pad don't work, and I do need that on this game. And that's what I was just doing. Is one of the reasons why I need that. And I did look into wire controllers, which are way cheaper, but sadly, those, what I'm reading, most of them do not have a touchpad function. So that's not doable. Because this is one of the games you need your touchpad for. I play this a lot. So that's weird. It shows a touchpad on the game, I guess it don't have a touchpad, which, like I said, is weird. I've seen pictures of those controllers, but I guess it don't work. It's just there for graphics or something. Don't make sense to me. I guess I really wish they would think about this on this. Kind of like they do on Rise. I have a site-to-site transport here. Oh, there's like a little step there, but they don't have steps. But simply is would make getting back to this other side faster. I mean, you could try to run across there, and it will put you back over here, but I don't do that because, well, the time it takes me to get that transport, I'd actually probably be faster just to do the way I'm doing. And of course, like, since this fleet don't have the colony built up, we don't have this little thing over here that has the mining at it. Ahead, I gotta go closer to the water, because it's close. And I'm trying to decide what I want to get, really. I was thinking about getting Dine Out for the PS4 with my Sims. I mean, you still get that. I was looking to get South Park, even a digital copy, but I thought about it I may just go used on that, because simply now you don't get Stick of Truth anyway, so I could just pay used price and get it. Or I've even thought about maybe going with Assassin's Creed Origins, which I do play because my brother has it, but I don't have it back where on my system, which I would love to have, because I actually like that game. Really love Assassin's Creed. I'm glad they took the time out to fix it. I thought it was an interesting development. Is now it's a really nice weapon too. I don't say much about the other thing that was included, but the Final Fantasy 15 connection, which I thought interesting, because they're Ubisoft and Square Enix. Of course, they're two different companies. Unless there was a merger or something that happened between them. Like I said, this is the one I hate doing, because it does take a little long. And only occasionally do I have take more time on that one, which is the mining part. So I'll only be doing this, of course, for these guys twice. The rest of the broadcast will be focused on gameplay, and I'll simply do it for a while. Get some missions for a while. Hopefully get up to where Sarah's at and go focus on her. focusing on her. She is my main person on this game. I mean, I wanted to do Ryza, but to do Ryza, the showcase, there's stuff I'd like to get done before the next summer, before summer simply is. Don't have time usually during the summer event to really do that stuff. Simply is. Some of it, yeah, because you're actually doing it, but some things just too less time, all the different activities you got going on during that. But like summer event, a little more than winter, only simply is one thing to collect is a lot simpler than all those ornaments and stuff you gotta get during the winter one. That's where your stuff you can buy during the event. This one never failed. I swear this is the only one that does this. Never fails. Always guaranteed to have to do 3 times here. And I've had some weird things happen during this type of one. As simply as I came here, did it, was starting to do it. All of a sudden it ended on its own way before the time was up. Like barely started and that happened to me. Which I thought was weird. And if it ever takes part, I will showcase that as well. There should be, some point to be another junior officer. I forget when to do that, but junior officer event, which allows you to get duty officers. But those are always fun to do as well. Because I did notice, and I hope I can remember the pattern. There's a trick to the what you're seeing on that, how to do it. Didn't take me long to learn it. They just studied oh yeah, the store. And the only reason I want to beam to the ship is so I'm ready to go for next time around. Wish you could actually just get these things to do this from incoming hell, but this wasn't really king. So be nice to just stay here. Simply as I buy these two. These two are, they know what's really definitely speed up. I mean, sometimes there's a long load time, but this actually have not, because I've seen the PC videos for this. You don't seem as long as load as I sometimes notice you got the PC users are facing at times, which I'm glad about. So once I'm done here, it should only take this one time. Oh, come on. Sure, usually I could get this. Like I said, usually this only takes me one time on this one. Try this. Being I do have, there's 2 methods to use for this one, and it's simply as I've always used the other one, and see if this does. If I get better score, then I'll know. This is a way to test one since I'm only needing 25 of these things. And simply what you do is once you get these, now it's being this is a perfect example why this one I could do this on worry. Simply is this fleet does not work on colonies, and these things sell for a lot of EC. A lot of you don't have to do exchange. You actually can sell these at the stores, the different vendors on the different places. Not much difference in score. But you can sell these at different places on the different vendors. Something? And they sell for all 3 of them total. You get 300,000 energy credits off for their site. It's 750, I think it is. add up to how much of that stuff you have. So again, now I'm going to my other character, and that is Sarah. And I do have to make a few things on her, because she's got some new gear I gotta get put on. She's in her she was in her ship before that steam runner thing loaded, where I could clean it. So never got to fly that. That's why I'm enjoying that with Oliver. So I didn't get to check that ship out. There is actually something off of it, though. I wonder if she can't. Oh, damn. Actually, I have to circle button there. So what I'm doing is I'm going up to my. Oh, yeah, I got to check all this stuff because it's been a while. So simply is I could get this because we don't got enough to do that. Oh, does she? No, not yet. And simply as you see, yep, I'm doing this stuff. Only simply is she is tactical, so I'm just keeping it real. So I got either device expertise or that. Control effects include all the fun. The players now should get up. I'm gonna do that. And now get my extra trait. Oh boy, what am I gonna do on her? Same with all I have already. I believe, yeah, I did make her an alien. I wasn't sure. On that. There's one of these I do really like. I'm looking for physical damage resistance, resist hold, snare, strike team. But God, I need to do this one. I'm looking for resilient. And here I'm simply since I got that, I think I'll go with the other thing I should have. Oh, cannon train. There. Because I do use escorts. Yes, I do. Oh, I don't know why that reputation thing keeps doing that to me. So what I need to do is on the Wave Rider is simply go through. You see, I got all these weapons, and now I want to make sure I place them. Oh, don't do this to me, game. I did not know, and I keep one of these early on. These do a lot, but they really work better later on. And I'm simply getting this ship ready. I wish to God I could transfer this stuff, but it's bound to character. Simply those turrets I use on every bloody ass thing. Even though I thought about it, I think I got something I could do. I think I do. So I think I got a shuttle. So I got two of these. Of course. Signs, I got two of these. Maximum shield, fate. So I really don't need the thing I have. Simply as I got this as well. And that's from that steamer ship. So their ship should be ready to go now. And she's another one could check and see if I could just transwarp over to the colony world. So it would speed it up. This part. I do have to actually I should check her EC amount already too. She may have a lot. I think I have Oliver, and he's closer to be by bank. Check that. So what I'm first checking is this. Oh, thank you. Yes, I can. Simply is, I think. I mean, technically, she got it dead. I know there's a way to check the bank, actually. Oliver could do it, though. That's not a problem. So she's got that now. Probably because I borrowed something recently. Don't know what I'm doing, but there's course. Just remember? Oh, that's just simply. They must have more stuff. Like I said, they got a lot more here than other people. I don't think she's got it. She may. I could check her, I guess. See if she lets it. But I think I would have got those boots. I would have definitely got them with, I think I would have definitely got them with, Caitlin. Because fits her. Might have been meaning to, and I just never got around to it. Might be how it was. So no, she don't got him on a, she don't even have a pet. And sadly, there's a reason why I don't have no pet. Oh, yeah, I guess while I'm looking at you, I should do this too. Oh, maybe I haven't opened them yet. Maybe I didn't open them yet. Simply as, yeah, I must, did I not open them? Is this it? This is so weird. I might have placed them in the bloody bank. Simply as should have ground gear here too. Show some ground gear here. As well. I don't see ground gear. Oh, I do have to check it. Hey boy, can't just, is that sector space or is that, I'm trying to remember, is that sector space or, system? Think about that, trade ship. Oh crap, I don't think she's got that on her. Must have. So I usually keep that. Well, I see that. That's right here. Fixing this right now. Putting that. Oh wait, I see something. This right here. There it is. I still knew I should have this. Oh, I know what happened there. Simply is now I need to do this. So it's I got the stuff, so I need to put this on them. That's what I thought. I was hoping it's full auto rifle, because I use full auto rifles. So we got battle strategies and plasma grenade. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Actually, I could keep that photon then on too. Okay, and now come on to Lisa. Still gonna make changes to a list, of course. Oh, but there's a way to do that. Maybe just switch between them. Port of Real and Sarva will be happy. They didn't handle it. I got one extra gun. That's weird. There's nothing else on that. For guns, got one extra one. So it's a bigger gun. I could switch to a pistol because that pistol allowed me to run a little faster. Should have hugged the gauntlets instead of the part in my bank. My ice Klingon fishing gauntlet. That was a welcome addition, I'd say, for Winter Wonderland. Was definitely the best way to be able to get ornaments on that this year. It's always nice to have something better ways to get that stuff. Something compared to old ones. Oh, come on. Of course, it's way too high to jump up there. I know it's right over there. So yeah, this colony, as you see, is much like Darth's colony, or Fleet's colony, I should say. And this, of course, is the fleet that has the raffle, which I'm after. So if I do this, the ride, it will get these web tickets every couple of days, looks like. I mean, if I start early enough, I actually probably could get possibly enough for even do. Actually, maybe could do do this game later tonight too. Simply this part, not simply this getting more money to for it. But could have Oliver still check again the bank, so I don't know if I got EC in there or not. I'm shocked I don't have more money. I don't know. Oh, there might simply been I had a. Because until I got that stuff. Oh, I did get a runabout. I know those cost a little bit, but not a whole lot. Must have been a lockbox key. I know I've been doing this just for free, man. I should have had more funds. Before I get off today, I need to remember to go from my least off of the game. I need to remember to go to my mailbox, not clearing it up. I can tell you that from when I'm hearing it's from something that's here on this part. Ah, she got there's a good. I bought it mine, so it must be from that stuff. So this you can't use this object right now. Well, I'm not trying to use it. I'm trying to get back again. Site transport. Would be welcome. What is up for here? Is that battle strategies? Yeah. Well, I don't want it. Actually, I want that because that is why I have that. So it's simply as it allows you to knock people back. Usually, you can knock them off their feet too. You knock them off their feet when you do it. No, technically, don't. Yeah, in a way, original White Canary Core, it simply is, what's going with the way to simulate the Sonic Scream, I think. I don't know why I did it with her, actually. Should've just made a human, I don't know why. I think I was just going for that extra trait slot. It's one of the ones with Alien and stuff. You can always build a human for Alien. Like I said, I did do this paint job on this uniform. I mean, the color scheme specifically with the White Canary look effect on her. That's why it's all white. The only color on this besides, I mean, I think I got some gray on it too for the lines around it, but simply the only part that's got color really is the combat, which obviously why there. That's I got that. It does have some white in it, but it's got the gold around it. Look as well. So this mining should be up ahead here. Just Colony Road seems to be built up like the other one was. And I should probably check if these guys need anything in Colony Road. That way I know for once I get this stuff to know so I can keep doing this for them. Don't worry on Caitlin, because Caitlin's fleet is not doing it, but could do it with her even, because there's a way to make money, still make money. And then simply as you could do, I believe you could do these once every hour. It is. So you can build up EC pretty quickly doing this. And simply you go know you're gonna be back here, you got other characters that don't do this, so simply find a way to stay out their place and stay funk, or at least again site to site again being for sure because they don't have site to site transport. Again, been useful feature on this place. Simply as some wood. So I know there is, like I said, I think at least 50 of those, so it would be, but that simply would require a lot more credits than I have. But it's something to think about though once I'm done with this. Simply the Lola not Dayversa for the summer, the Riser floater. Doesn't have to be the best, this has to be the basic one. That does the job. Oh, usually it gets sucks. Usually you get between 700 to 800 on these, which would be 250. Or and sadly I learned, I guess that you may get more R&D material, but simply is dilithium, you do get a set limit on it. You do get only 200 total. That's another reason, of course, those lockbox keys like I would be wanting to get are valuable because, well, you can't get those rich dilithium clamps. And of course, I do this right now. Now later on, once I got people at the high enough level, they could do, I mean, technically she could do it right now. She just ain't gonna get hardly anything. That's toward the galaxy. Simply as her ship ain't nearly fast enough to do anything really. And not to mention you don't get that much for doing it at the moment. Anyway. But later on, once you're at a high enough level, usually, I believe it's captain level, you start getting some decent payouts for it. Simply is, but once you get to level 50, of course, you get the best payout I've ever run, as well as you got the slipstream ability, which does help you on that. Move faster. Again, this one is the one that takes the longest. That's right here. I mean, technically, how far is it to that place? As you can see, I see that over there, which can't just run across the water to it. You could try, but you won't make it. Yes, I know this from fact because I did try once. You won't make it. It looks like, oh, that's like, what the hell second so. So sadly, it simply is, not sadly, I would simply will just got a free for, and keep that in mind, you will not get all these, so try to find, what I try to do is find the best clumps of them. Do it that way, just big clump on of them, go for those. Done that perfectly for a while. That's actually only 125, that's pretty useful. Shocking. So, yeah, I just noticed this does, you don't get that much, even if you do get a great score on this. Shock, I didn't get more on than the score. Right there is a great example of that. I had plenty of time left, you've seen that, and as you see, they stopped it. I didn't even get none for that. That is messed up, game. That's really messed up. Now it'll take probably 4 attempts instead of just the normal queue. Free, whatever. Should be. What the Sam hell is causing this? Does it again, because it's gonna be 100,000 less for course. Say 40. Of course, gotta do this at least one more time. So at least, because what's been happening.
Need something?
I need to punch him in later. So now I'll be switching all the run assembly to do some missions until about 12 Pacific, and then come back and do this again. So I'm trying to remember a mission I'm on with Oliver. Don't need to do with Cisco, because Cisco is only on the... He's only on at Murasaki, which means he's still on the first mission for TOS. So I'm in here. Do you have I know you do. What the? Team Fortress. That must be off that one thing she does on the ship. Well, I'm glad I'm on the bloody mission. I'm going with getting to it, Admiral. Start check something. Thank you very much. That looks like a Galaxy class variant there. So I believe that's Vulcan I'm aimed at now. Why I'm doing that without going to the map, simply I don't want it to do, like it has a tendency to do. Because I don't want to check something. That's actually what I wasn't looking for. Hold up. Full stop. Simply is, I'm looking for this. That's what I'm after. Don't have a with him. There's no credits, so where bloody hell is my credits? No bank exchange. Oh please. Oh, I have some stuff I could sell. So if it is, I could. He ain't. He's not gonna get the bloody thing. I could do that. Sarah don't need it. By the time I get to other people, I got a way to make more money, so that ain't every little bit of helps after all. Of course, this tactical is SS Asura too. Now, if you play an engineer, you should have SS Asura on that. Simply, you should be able to save the Asura. So now we do want to do this. So then, while you're traveling, I'll check something. Okay. That's that. Checking something. Oh, it's just that. Okay. Okay, this happens. I don't know why it stops you right there when you do need to come. Oh, we do need to come forward up forward. No, we're getting into the Vulcan system. And I know where the R&D and stuff is, but do I go for it?
Thank you for agreeing to escort
not
the ambassador
really.
to Pajem.
Simply as I
Ambassador
could deal with
Sokov
it
is
when
currently attending a
playing
ritual
with
to
the
honor the
person
end of
from
the Call
TOS
Rec
and they're doing the
holiday.
same mission.
He will be done soon, but the ambassador is hesitant to use transporter technology. His bias against the transporters is not logical, but I have come to accept it. I believe that Soketh would be much more comfortable traveling by shuttlecraft. I have received clearance for you to land near the ambassador's location. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Now, there is something I could get for this game if I do really think about getting it. I may not do toss until I have it. Simply is. I don't think it's showing here. But there is something out there that I could get that gives me the USS Enterprise. And simply is. There's something through a PlayStation Store that has that. I mean, I like the, I think it's, oh, of course I messed up there, huh? I think I go over again. Simply, I think it's this one. That one has 2 bridge officer stations. I think it's one of the, it's the only one I think that's got that. So that's when I look at these. As far as I know, it's the only one that has that, which I think is interesting. There was a one they were giving away that did as well, which I really was shocked that had that. But as you see, that's the only one that seems to have it. Has a 2. No, that one. Okay. Hold on. Shut this off. So I gotta end this broadcast. I gotta go take care of something, and then I'll be back and resume once I'm back. I'm going to set a trick on to get me out there to set and pretty much twiddle my thumbs. We will see.